This is an issue that is probably one of the most important for this government, the issue of reconciliation.
That was part of Justin Trudeau's message to young women gathered on Parliament Hill today, many of whom questioned him on Indigenous issues, leaving his government defending its commitment.
This is way more than one person. This is our Indigenous caucus. This is all the partnerships we've made. We want to keep going on reconciliation. Equality means that if you cross the line, there are consequences.
I will not apologize for being a strong advocate, pursuing transformative change for Indigenous peoples in this country.
Jody Wilson-Raybould was the first Indigenous person to hold the position of Justice Minister and Attorney General. And around the time she was being shuffled from that job, she warned it would not look good for the government. In text messages to Gerald Butts, Trudeau's former principal secretary, she wrote the government should be careful about the perception, worrying that it may be confounding and perplexing to Indigenous peoples. A sentiment already being expressed, including by some who have previously criticized the government.
I think there's irreparable harm and damage done to Prime Minister Trudeau's vision and stated intent to carry forward the reconciliation agenda. The trust has been broken.
In a statement, the Assembly of First Nations also expresses disappointment, adding the events of the past few weeks raise serious concerns about the motivations and actions of this government. But not every organization feels that way. Some question why the two MPs weren't expelled sooner.
For the Métis Nation, we believe that this Prime Minister and this government have done more than any other government or more than any other Prime Minister in dealing with us on a nation-to-nation, government-to-government basis. And this whole thing with the former Attorney General we saw just as a major distraction.
One that could have consequences in this fall's federal election. Some pollsters predict Indigenous voters could swing the outcome in as many as 11 ridings. Olivia Stefanovich, CBC News, Ottawa.